It's always better late than never. So here is my Moto G5s Plus, which I have ordered for my friend, and I'm going to unbox this product in this particular video. I'm also going to do comparison videos with the Mi A1, which I have over here. I'm not going to do that right now, but I'll be making a separate video, and we'll do a size comparison with the Moto G5 Plus, and I'll tell you guys what are the major differences between Moto G5 Plus and the Moto G5s Plus if you are confused between both of these devices. So first of all, let me just peel off the plastic. First thing you will find is the 5.5-inch full HD display, then 2.0 GHz octa-core processor, which is the Snapdragon 625, dual 13 megapixel camera. So yes, Moto G5s Plus is going to have dual camera setup similar to Mi A1, and Moto G5 Plus did not have the dual camera setup. 8 megapixel front facing camera with a flash, whereas the Moto G5 Plus does have a good front facing camera, but it does not have the flashlight. So let's open it up, and I guess that's pretty much it on the box. This device will cost you 16,000 rupees. You can buy this device anytime you want. There is no flash sale or nothing like that. That's a good thing. And if you want to buy this device, then the link for that is present in the description box below, from where you can buy this device directly. So let me just turn it on. And the device feels really light as compared to Moto G5 Plus. No, it's not lighter than Moto G5 Plus. This device is a little bit heavier, but in my initial impressions I had a feeling that this is lighter, but now I'm having a feeling that no, it's not that light. Let's keep the device aside for a moment. Then we have some normal manuals over here. We have the earphones, which I won't really recommend you to use. You can either use Boat headphones or JBL C100 SI. Those earphones or headphones will perform better than these ones. I don't use any earphones which are provided in the box. Then we have the micro USB cable, because the Moto G5s Plus is still having the micro USB port, whereas the Xiaomi Mi A1 is having the USB Type-C port. Then we have the SIM ejector tool over here. And then we have the charger. So this charger can go up to 5 volts and 3 amperes with 9 volts and 1.6 ampere and 12 volts with 1.2 amperes. Meaning this charger can provide up to 15 watts, which is a nice thing. And turbo power or quick charging is supported in the Moto G5s Plus, whereas that's not the case with the Mi A1. Mi A1 does not support any type of quick charging, because of which it takes almost 2 hours to charge completely. I hope that Moto G5s Plus will take less time as compared to Mi A1. Let me just set up the device and I'll be back. I've set up the fingerprint sensor on the Moto G5s Plus. Let's see how quick it is. So the device is locked right now. When I keep my finger over here, it gets unlocked immediately. It's not the quickest that I've seen. OnePlus 5, OnePlus 3T are much faster than this, but for the price of 15,000 rupees, it performs really good. Whereas the Moto G5, whereas the Mi A1 takes tiny bit of extra time. As you can see, if I keep my finger over here, and now it got unlocked, there is a little bit of delay, as you saw right now, whereas that's not the case with the Moto G5s Plus. Now let's take a physical overview of the device. So at the backside, we have the dual 13 megapixel cameras with dual tone LED flash, and I always prefer to have dual tone LED flash rather than having a single tone LED flash. We have the secondary noise cancellation mic over here, Motorola branding. At the right side, we have the volume buttons and the power button. The power button is textured, because of which you can differentiate between power button and volume buttons. That's a nice thing. At the bottom side, we have the single bottom firing speaker with the micro USB port and the primary microphone. We do have on-screen navigation keys over here, but instead of that, you can use this button as one-screen navigation too. If you long press on this button, the device will get locked. As you can see, if I long press on this, it will get locked. If I just single click over here, it will get unlocked immediately. Now let's do a comparison between Moto G5s Plus and the Moto G5 Plus. There are a few things which I did not like about the Moto G5 Plus, such as this bad power button, which is like literally in the device itself, and it was very difficult. Even though you can press this button, but I did not like this one, whereas that's fixed with the Moto G5s Plus. But surprisingly, Moto G5s Plus power button makes some noise. Let me just show it to you. This is the noise it's making when I'm trying to lock it or unlock it. Let's try the Mi A1 over here. And there is no noise. If I double press the button, it starts the camera application. There is no noise with the Mi A1, whereas there is noise with the Moto G5s Plus. So that's something which I did not like about the Moto G5 Plus. And as the power button is making noise, that should not be a big issue for someone. You will not even realize it after using the device for 5 to 10 days, but that's something to note about. Then we have the 5-inch display on the Moto G5 Plus, and I always prefer to have 5.5-inch display, which is present on the Moto G5s Plus. Moto G5 Plus did not have the compass sensor, or it still doesn't have a compass sensor, and Moto G5s Plus doesn't have a compass sensor either. That's a sad thing. I think that at the price of 16,000 rupees, compass sensor is kind of must, and every company should provide a compass sensor in their device. Now let's go into settings. Let's go into about phone. So the device is based on Android version 7.1.1, not 7.1.2, and this device will get the Android update for sure. Motorola has to do that, or not Motorola, Lenovo has to do that. But when will it receive the Oreo update? No one knows about that. And the security patch update is June 1. And the major difference between Mi A1 and the Moto G5s Plus is going to be the software. And if you go into settings and about phone of the Mi A1, you can find that the Android version on the Mi A1 is 7.1.2 and the security patch level is September 1, 2017, whereas it's June 1 on the Moto G5s Plus. Let's see if we can get some software update. No, there is no software update as of now. So that's the final security patch update present on the device as of October 2017. There are a couple of bloatware applications which are installed other than Google applications such as LinkedIn and NewsPoint. Let's see if we can uninstall those. Yes, those can be uninstalled, so that's a nice thing, and I always prefer to have uninstallable bloatware because at least that can be uninstalled. No, we cannot uninstall LinkedIn application, which I'm not going to use, but it is going to take some space, so that's fine. We can't really do much about that. But if we go into storage, then the device is having 64 GB of internal storage. There is no 32 GB internal storage variant with this device. 12 GB is used out of 64 GB, meaning you have around 52 GB of internal storage free for all your applications and photos and everything like that. The device comes with 4 GB of RAM, out of which 2.4 GB of RAM is free right now when I have not installed anything. But as soon as you start installing applications and as soon as you start using Facebook, Twitter and many other games, that RAM will fill up, and 1 or 1.5 GB or 2 GB of RAM should be free all the time thanks to the 4 GB RAM present on this device. And the device feels really good to hold in hand. If I had to compare between Mi A1 and the Moto G5s Plus, I think that Moto G5s Plus feels a little bit bulky as compared to Mi A1. It's actually personal choice. I personally prefer to have the Mi A1 for some reason, even though it looks exactly similar to OnePlus 5, the camera setup, or the iPhone 7 Plus. This is different setup on the Moto G5s Plus. It's, as I said, it's a personal choice, and both these devices are having really good build quality. I'll be making a separate dedicated comparison video between Moto G5s Plus and the Mi A1. So if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, then don't forget to click on my face right now and get subscribed, because that video will be coming real soon. If you want me to do a camera comparison between Mi A1 and the Moto G5s Plus, then add your vote in the poll over here. Do let me know if you want that camera comparison video. I'll be working on that. And as we are talking about the camera, let's take a picture and let's see how good the camera of Moto G5s Plus is, because I'm really impressed with the Mi A1's camera, and if Moto G5s Plus's camera is also that good, then that will be awesome. So let's try to click a picture over here. Let's take a front facing camera photo. Okay, the picture is too dark. Okay, so this is the camera sample that we took with the front facing camera. And the picture has like lot of details as compared to Mi A1. In my initial impressions, the picture looks good, details are there, that's a nice thing. When it comes to the rear facing camera picture, once again this picture also looks good. In my initial impressions, I'll be doing if you guys want me to, a separate dedicated camera comparison between Mi A1 and the Moto G5s Plus. And I guess that's pretty much it for the unboxing and my initial impressions about the Moto G5s Plus. I'll be coming up with my review of this device and comparison videos with other devices. So do subscribe to the channel by clicking on my face right now. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up. And if you have any doubts, suggestions or queries regarding the Moto G5s Plus, then do let me know about that in the comment section box below. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for watching.